Well, hey, welcome back. And yep, we just jumped on the bandwagon. I'm going to tell you what that's all about in just a sec. Okay, so in preparation for our big trip, we're always looking for better things for the trailer. And I think we found one based on recommendations from multiple friends of ours. We decided to jump on a bandwagon, and we actually saw this product when we were at the Mega RV Super Show there in Tampa, Florida. Even talked to the guy that invented it, but we weren't really quite sold on it. Now, in full disclosure, we purchased this. They didn't send us this, and I'm not saying nice things about them. Not yet. So after the RV Super Show, we purchased one of these. It is the Clear 2.0 filter, goes down to 1 micron. And we didn't like it. We didn't like it at all, and it ended up throwing it away. Yeah, that's right, folks. We pitched it. Here we have a brand new one because we thought, you know what, maybe we just got a defective one or whatever, and everybody seems to be swearing by the Clear 2.0. And I will tell you that on our last trip out in Pendleton, Oregon, the water was absolutely nasty. I love the campground, don't get me wrong, but it had a really strong chlorine taste to the water. And this filter, compared to the standard blue Camco filter, says that it reduces chlorine. And so we're going to give it a try. This says that your water is going to taste better. It says it promises a lot. Let's see if it can deliver. Now, the reason that we threw the last one away is because we couldn't seem to get water pressure through this thing. And again, you know, every company has a bad day. Every company has a product that might go south just off the line. So we're going to give it another try. And we're going to give it another try coupling it with the Dirt Guard sediment filter, because I think where we tested this, it might have had too much sediment trying to flow through here, clogging it. So because we camp out at the beach a lot, and I've noticed that the water out there tends to have a lot more sediment, sand, dirt, that kind of stuff, this is going to reduce or eliminate that, or so they promise. Again, we paid for this, and we have a long trip coming up, and so we want to test this and see if it's going to work. And we'll be testing it Sunday, so we'll get it all hooked up, and we'll let you know just how we feel about the filter and the 2-stage filter system. All right, we'll go ahead and show you what you get in the box. All right, so just a few things. The blue filter, it says that it takes out 100 microns. This filter will take all the way out to 1 micron. So that is like, this takes out everything. And folks, let me tell you something. I have drank out of some of the nastiest water on the planet, and I'm still here. But this, if it's taking out that much stuff, the water should be really good. This one, all by itself, so if you put the blue filter on this, this is going to reduce it down to 20 microns, and then the filter will do the rest. This product also works with most of your filters. So the green one, the blue one, and whatever. So let's open this thing up. You get a hose extension so that you don't get kinks. A connector. Instructions. this tool, which is used for taking the top off. And that's it. Okay, so the cool thing about this is you put this into your water source. So go ahead and attach that because it's going to have a little bit of weight to it. That's going to go to your water source. The filter is going to screw in right down here, whatever filter you have. Now, one of the things that I immediately like about this, take that off, is this filter can be washed. So you could get sediment off of this. And then when you go to replace it, you don't need to replace the whole thing. You just have to replace this. So it's washable, it's reusable. Tighten that up and it's ready to go. And this filter is going to screw right into that. We'll give it a shot. Stick around. It's going to be, you know, a couple days for us. It's going to be about a second or two. In fact, here's how we like it. So we're out here at South Beach State Park. Great place to test out this new water system because all of those elements, the sand and the clay and all of that, are found here. So we're going to go ahead and get our hoses hooked up, and we'll hook up the new Clear 2.0 and we'll tell you what we think. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run some water through and see what kind of water pressure we got. So a bunch of black came out first, but now it's running real nice and clear. Now we'll go ahead and hook up the hose. Okay, hose is hooked up. We'll open up the valves inside and we'll check it out. Water. So as you can see, we've got the same water pressure that we had with the blue filter. So far, I'm really happy with that. The next is going to be the taste test. What do you think so far?
I really didn't know a difference, but I'll get a cup of water. I'll get a cup.
Okay, so the Clear 2.0, the water looks good.
It tastes really good. Here. No chlorine whatsoever.
Yeah, that's the best that we've had typically at state parks. And what I failed to do was I always run the faucet first. Now I did when I plugged this in, before I hooked up my hose, I ran it and all that black carbon that kind of sits on the surface came rushing out. Once it got clear, then I hooked up my hose. I should only have to do that once. But typically what I do is I'll run the water just in case there's sediment sitting in the pipe from the last user or whatever. I did that, but I didn't film it. And yeah, there was, the water didn't come out in the clearest look. So, so far, so good. And you should really watch Brazen Brit's video on all the microns and the science of all this. I'm not going to get into any of that. Just
let him do that.
Suffice it to say, this thing will take out a individual blood cell, and I don't want blood cells in my water. Yeah, that does taste really good.
It tastes really good.
And the test is going to be when we run it through the ice machine.
Yeah.
Because that water that we had last time was awful.
Yeah. Well, and I'm wondering if that's Pendleton water or if that was just...
Well, it could be, but I mean...
Crazy Horse.
With the natural sediment that comes from being at the beach, the sand and all of that, I'm really thinking this was a good choice. And we're going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and we're going to recommend it. So if you're interested in the Clear 2.0, click in the description below, and you can pick yourself up one too, and help veterans while you're drinking nice, good water. That's good stuff.
It is.
It's soft too. Mm-hmm. All right.
Do you need this?
Nope, not anymore.
You can